hammer! Drop it! No! Drop it! Drop it! Quit! Drop it now! No! Drop it now! No! All we want now! No! Drop it now! No! I'm going no! Drop! No! I've done nothing wrong here, man. I'm in my house. I'm doing nothing wrong. I see you taking drop it now! No! Drop the hammer! Get on him!
Tahlequah Police Department.
Hey, can I get somebody?
So you heard what he said. He said he's in his own house and he's done nothing wrong. So if you don't want the cops to bother you, then you should be in somebody else's house doing something wrong. I'm in my own house doing nothing wrong. Well, drop the hammer.
He come over to my house. My ex-husband's in the garage. He will not leave. He's drunk, and it's going to get ugly real quick.
If we send somebody out there, he will go to jail for being intoxicated in public. If that's what you want to happen.
Yes, that is.
So they went ahead and just blindly accepted whatever she was saying. So she's saying it was her house. Was it her house, his house? I don't know. I guess a court of a jury doesn't even get to decide. But she just said it, and then we went along with it. And then he said that he was going to get him with public intoxication. Public intoxication in your own house? And if you're allowed to have a gun and defend yourself in your own house, why aren't you allowed to have a hammer and be able to defend yourself? There's some facts to this damn thing that we are not for sure of. He says he's in his own house. He seemed like he was pretty sober to me. Let's pay attention. And then also take a look at how they administer medical aid right after.
He doesn't live there, does he?
No, he doesn't live here.
Okay, has he stayed there at all?
In fact, he is he's a registered sex offender, lives in Park Hill. He's my ex-husband.
Okay.
He's still got tools.
Drop it! Hammer! Drop it! No! Drop it! Drop it! Quit! Drop it now! No! Drop it now! No! All we want now! No! Drop it now! No! I'm going no! Drop! No! I've done nothing wrong here, man. I'm in my house. I'm doing nothing wrong. I see you taking drop it now! No! Drop the hammer! Get on him! Get on the ground!
Trust him when we get in trouble. No, I got him.
He's got bullets in him, and they said that we're going to cuff him. I mean, if you got bullets inside you, you probably shouldn't. That's what killed Bobby Kennedy. They said, don't move me. And then they're sitting there moving that body all over the place. So even if some of his organs were trying to, regenerate and save himself. And then you heard what she said. She claims he was drunk. He doesn't look drunk. She claims it wasn't his house. Claims that he was a sex offender. So she just kind of throwing everything out there. Also said that it's going to get ugly. Well, what do you mean it's going to get ugly? You know that he's got tools there. And then she didn't answer the question, does he stay there? Does he live there? She said he doesn't live there, but does he stay there? And if he's got tools in the garage, then take your tools and then go or whatever. But she just immediately called 911 and then is just talking a bunch of shit. This is 15 minutes of the whole thing. Just starting out, look at this guy's face. Look at his expression. He don't look like he's there to peacefully resolve this thing. They said, he goes, you're not going to take me to the police station. No, we're just going to take you for a ride. That's all we're going to do. Well, you heard of the damn dispatch right off the top. They said he was going to get him for public intoxication. That's the baby daddy, right? That's the father of her children. And then the Supreme Court is going to weigh in on this. And there's a lot of craziness to this thing. When it comes to the Supreme Court, like the district court dismissed it, the appeals court held it up, and then the Supreme Court is going to dismiss it again. And it's all about whether or not the cops have You know, did they do something? Did they do some shit? Did they do something that possibly could have been wrong? Are they allowed to be sued in this context? Were they reckless? Did they deliberately shoot him? Well, I think a jury should decide that, right? They're not going to get any damn criminal charges, so can't you sue them? Can you sue them at least and then see what a damn jury says? Nah, we're going to give them immunity. We're going to give them immunity. And so some people are saying that you cornered him and then he grabbed a hammer and took a step towards him. He takes a step towards him. They kind of took a step towards him. It's 3-on-1. They all got guns. It's a firing squad. This is the same thing that happened with Justin Robinson recently in D.C.
Drop it now.
No, I'm going
No. Drop. No. I've done nothing wrong here, man. I'm in my house. I'm doing nothing wrong.
I'm doing nothing wrong here, man. I'm in my own house. Is it his house or is it not? Is it her house or is it not? And if it's the ex-husband, were they going through a divorce? Was the divorce finalized?
I see you face. Drop it now. No.
They've killed him, and they're still yelling, get down on the ground, drop the hammer. So he drops the hammer and then rolls on the ground dead. So, you know, great. There's our heroes. That's our heroes right there.
Get on the ground.
And then how come the damn lapel camera, we don't hear any of the conversation that happened beforehand? It just begins with him in the garage. Did you talk to her where she just calls 911, you show up on the scene and just shoot dude? So, I mean, what if that was a bunch of lies? What if she was just saying a bunch of bullshit?
Cook him when we get him cooked. No, I got him.
And we got to make sure he's handcuffed. I mean, he's dead, right? So let's go ahead and handcuff a dead body. You need to administer fucking medical aid. The reason why that's important, it just shows me if you're a good person or not. You're a cop. You didn't want to shoot and kill him. You didn't want to shoot and kill him. You're a police officer. You're there for good reasons. You had to shoot him. You feel bad about it, but now that he was shot, now you're rendering medical aid. Listen to him. He's basically clinging on to life. They're playing with his body, dragging his body, flipping his body over. There, he's handcuffed. There was a big famous case where they did that. Dragged the dude's body and handcuffed him.
He's secure.
He's fucking gurgling, his own blood?
So I guarantee she took off running. I'll stay in here. Josh, can you give me some gloves out of my car? Here's my keys.
Here's the gloves.
Rubber gloves.
He's secure. That's to protect and serve. He's secured now. This guy's name is Rollice. Something Rollice. Let's read some of the details here. It's saying Dominic Rollice's ex-wife Joy called 911. Said that Rollice was in her garage, she explained, and he was intoxicated and would not leave. It's going to get ugly real quick. So no conversation had happened. No argument had happened. She knew that he had tools in the garage, so he's there to get his tools. It's going to get ugly real quick. How can you tell he's drunk? How can you tell he's intoxicated? We don't have any kind of report about the blood alcohol level or anything. All we got is her word. That's all we got.
Dominic, you gotta stay with me, buddy. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Finally, you're being human.
EMS is on the way, okay? Stay with me.
Good thing you got him on his stomach and handcuffed. I'm sure that's helping. That'll let the blood just flow right out.
Stay with me.
Just
Stay
let it
with
bleed
me.
out right there on the ground. It's good that he's still talking to him. I don't know what the EMS could do, and they all seem to take their damn time with all this shit. Well, they rolled him back over. And how many shots was that? About 5 shots? 6 shots? What, in the heart and the lungs? He said it was his house and he'd done nothing wrong. It's his house and he's done nothing wrong. So why'd you just kill the man in his own house who's done nothing wrong?
Stay with me. Stay with me, okay? Stay with me.
Let's fast forward through some of this.
Come on. There you go. Stay with me. Stay with me. Come on.
Is he doing CPR on a shot bullet lung?
Breathe. Come on. There you go.
Camera's still on, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're keep rolling. Mine is still up.
Okay. Yeah, mine.
Oh,
He stopped and I started CPR and he started breathing again.
Okay. 24 hours.
There you go. Come on. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe.
We're not going to take you to jail. We're just going to give you a ride.
I haven't heard a beep. If you can you reach in my pocket and see if it's beeping or blinking red? This one right here. Tell me if it's, is it blinking red? Okay. Okay.
I wonder if him being brown has anything to do with it. Why is the ambulance taking so long? You got 3 killers there. Nobody knows how to render aid. No, he's just abusing the body.
No, one here. I haven't been able to check anything else.
One where and one where. And then they're kind of taking their time.
Yes. Huh?
What was that? One shot in the stomach and one shot in the heart? Is that where the bullet?
And he came back, and then we've just been doing the same thing over again.
Let's get hands and get that.
Yeah, it's... Do you got... Turn down right here. Are they gonna?
So they compared this to the Allen case, and they had said that it had nothing to do with the Allen case. The Allen case is totally different. Not really. It's saying that Terry Allen had left his home after an altercation with his wife and children. Both of them, that seems to be a pretty loaded statement. What altercation? He attacked them. He just smacked them all in like one big, long, continuous slap. He just swung his backhand and just backhanded all 17 of them. How many children are we talking about, you know? Is this 3 or is this 17? He took ammunition, several guns with him, parked in the Muskogee residence of his sister, Rhonda Lee Oakley. The altercation was reported to the Wagner County Sheriff's Department, which sent a teletype to the Muskogee Police Department, describing Mr. Allen and his car, advising that Mr. Allen was armed and had threatened family. This is so different. This isn't even the same. The teletype also advised that there is a 1983 warrant outstanding for Mr. Allen's arrest for impersonating an officer. He loves the police so much. Didn't Mitt Romney, he said he was doing some, Lieutenant Donald, his roommate from college, said he did that. Lieutenant Donald Smith of the MPD relayed the information to other officers during a squad meeting at 1:30 p.m. Sometime after the meeting, Lieutenant Smith was advised that Mr. Allen might be at his sister's house in Muskogee before he could meet with other officers. A radio dispatcher advised him that a 911 call had been made from Miss Oakley's home and that Mr. Allen was threatening suicide. Lieutenant Smith proceeded to the Oakley home, approached by the bystanders who were standing near Mr. Allen's vehicle, ordered them to step back. They did. Mr. Allen was sitting in the driver's seat with one foot out of the vehicle. He had a gun in his right hand, which was resting on the console. If anything, this case seems a lot worse. He's actually got a gun in the middle. He picks up the gun and he points it at the one dude, turns around, points the gun at the other dudes, and then there's an exchange of gunfire, they say. That's always nice, yeah. And then we just exchange some gunfire. Hey, do you got some gunfire? Oh, I got some gunfire. All right, how about I'll trade your gunfire for my gunfire, and let's just call it a day. Let's just call it a deal. You give me some gunfire, I'll take your gunfire, and then we'll just call it a day. Kind of similar, except for that guy just picked up a damn hammer, and that was it. You pretended he was all these fucking crazy. It just basically he's a fucking burglar, a father in his own home, not doing anything wrong, and you're acting like he's a bank robber, burglar, kind of fucking, So, I don't know. It just seemed to me that qualified immunity, they didn't even, they were going to sue him, but the Supreme Court said that Dominic did not deserve, the cops in that Dominic Bond shooting wasn't, they deserved qualified immunity. Nah, they're immune. So the Supreme Court should just give immunity like that, but then they're going to stay like executions, but they won't prevent the murder, right? And then it's going to get ugly real quick. Dominic Rollice. And that was Officer Josh Gardner, Chase Reed, and Brandon Vick. So, I don't know. The cases seem comparable. So when they later on say that, well, they based it on the Allen decision, and it's really totally different than the Allen decision. And since I'm trying to overcome qualified immunity, this case doesn't do me any good. So, nothing to see here. We learned nothing from this. 2021 opinion, too. This shooting happened in 2016. It took 5 years before it eventually got to the Supreme Court. And they won't take, anything and some other things. There was a guy that was living in his own feces in a prison, and they're like, generally we don't take these kind of petitions, but on this one time we'll do so. So when it comes to mercy, it's like you got to twist their damn arm. When it comes to, letting people in with uniforms to do whatever, just do. That's a drive-by shooting. That's a damn firing squad is what that is. So R.I.P. to Dominic Rollice. And hopefully that damn Joy was telling the truth. I wonder if we'll ever know for sure, though, I wonder if we'll ever know for sure. And then Allen's going to get killed too, right? So they both died. There's a couple things, right? They got in an argument with their wife, and then the cops showed up, and then they killed him, So that's kind of the same thing. It's kind of pretty similar there. Terry Allen. So, R.I.P. to Terry Allen. I don't know if there's any video of him getting shot and killed. We'll just have to take the word of the police. Oh, they investigated themselves and found no wrongdoing, everybody. Don't worry, nothing to see here.